Hello and welcome again. In this small video post, let me explain to you a little bit more about assignment 1. In the introduction, I had mentioned that the assessment of this particular subject is done in three parts: the discussion forums, which are 20 marks, this particular assignment 1, which is 30 marks, and the final major assignment, which is 50 marks. Now, personally, I'm not here to judge you, not here to really mark you, but there is no choice. We have to go through the paces, if you like, and I have to ensure that you have picked up the knowledge that I have promised you will through the learning outcomes. So look at this assignment not as something that you are only going to be tested for, but also a formative learning experience. And therefore, unlike a typical uni assignment, here the format is yes, you work, yes, you investigate, you research, but you also show some part of what you are doing to your colleagues, to the friends who are studying with you. So you share the outline with them, you take their feedback, you incorporate that together with the discussion forum and all the research you do and the seminars, and that's how you produce this assignment. So you will notice as we progress through this subject, in case of assignment 1 and in case of assignment 2, the the process is that you start thinking about it. That means you go through the discussion forums, understand the seminars, do some research on the internet, and read some journals or pick up a book that you like, or attend a seminar at one of those many special interest groups of the Computer Society here in Australia or wherever you might be. And that's how you start forming an idea about your assignment. Of course, you won't have time to do all of this, but you may have done it in the past, or you might just pick up a newspaper and a journal and get some ideas about assignment 1 and assignment 2. As you also know, this particular course is vocational in nature. That means whatever you do, you can and should try and apply it immediately in your working environment. Which means whatever you put in the assignment has to be sourced or derived from the challenges that you face in your working environment. So you will do this kind of background thinking, then you will create an outline, a summarized one, and for both assignments I have given you templates. Please use them. Don't start designing your own templates, because these are the ones that I would prefer to have and will save you considerable time. So start with the template. Do not add any table of contents or any jazzy front cover. I don't need that. Please use my templates for the assignments, only because it will make your life easy. You don't have to worry which font to use, what should be the line spacing, and so on. So you create that outline, you post it to your fellow students in the discussion forums. Everyone passes comments on it. Everyone in the group says, okay, I would like to know a little bit more about this particular topic or that particular area of your outline is interesting and can benefit by such and such a website that I have come across, then you incorporate all that in your assignment. And finally, you submit the assignment. That is your individual submission, and you get marked on that individual submission. So that's the outline or the process, if you like, which will last for about 4 weeks approximately, 1 plus 4 weeks. And so in week 5, you will submit your first assignment. I have given the marking criteria, so please have a read of it. I am required to mark you your assignment out of 100, which will then be scaled down to 30. And I have given the breakdown of the way the assignment will be marked. So first 10 marks are for you to describe the challenge or to describe the problem in your own words. Now, in a typical normal situation, not a special distance education program like yours, the entire problem statement could be given, described to you. The scenario can be described to you. But this is not an exam, remember. This is you developing the problem, developing the understanding of the problem yourself. So one of you could be working in a bank and someone else in an airline and in a hospital or in a telecommunication company or in an infrastructure transport organization. You could be anywhere. And I want you to create the problem statement or the requirement of the assignment, the actual wordings in your own words. Of course, I have given you the framework and I'm describing the business situation that I expect you to explore. But you can describe that business situation in your own words, coming out of your own work environment. Then the material we study through the lectures, through the seminars, will come into play. So there is 30 marks given for learning how to translate, if you like, the amorphous, ambiguous, undefined challenge, problem that the business is facing. Could be losing customers, could be falling behind competitors, has continuous complaints for billing, anything that is in the business space is what you are investigating. And how does one analyze anything? By breaking it down. So we ask questions. Now, in your case, in your work environment, if you have the opportunity to ask questions, you should ask those questions. Why do you think this problem is occurring? How can it be resolved? What are the major roadblocks? When did it start occurring? Who are the key players responsible for this particular business function or business process? So you can really or hypothetically ask these questions. You can create mind maps. So you will have created a mind map or a root cause analysis diagram or fishbone diagram. There are a few techniques we will have studied. And you can use relevant techniques, one or two as required. SWOT analysis. So that's 30 marks. The next 30 marks, which will bring the total to 70, deals with the next lecture, which is on how to model functional requirements, functionality of the system. So we are coming down from the pure amorphous nature of undefined business challenge or business scenario to functional scenario. Techniques like use cases and use case diagrams, uh, process models using BPMN, uh, UML's activity diagrams, even simple flow charts. Um, those are the kind of techniques we will have studied, and you might be presenting one or two of them in your assignment. So that is the way you're going to develop the assignment. A very important thing to note is that in this assignment there should be no theory. That means there need not be any definition of what is business analysis, or no theoretical explanation of what is a mind map or where did use cases come about. No, we don't need any theory. Please focus on actually dealing with the business problem, because again that's what analysis is. So you are in your assignment demonstrating to me how you apply the knowledge you have gained rather than demonstrating the knowledge itself. I repeat, it's very important that you're demonstrating how you apply the knowledge you have gained. There is a provision for you to put some diagrams, you will have to, and some tables if you feel like, but you cannot take a diagram from images available on the net and put that in. You have to draw your own diagrams. This will help you when you work in real life to explain your work, to explain your business requirements, business needs, and your functional requirements in a practical, sensible, and concise way. So you can't go on and on and on in your assignment. There are limits provided in terms of words, and they are to make sure that you have to think extra in order to fit into those requirements, in this case assignment requirements. So I have put 10 marks aside specially for the originality in the entire assignment. You can put a one line or a two line definition if you have to, but I would prefer that you don't, because in a practical report that you produce at work nobody is looking for those definitions. But references are required, because references show the extent of investigation that you have done, the extent of exploration that you have done outside the boundaries of just the seminars that I have provided. So look at journals. There are some excellent online journals available, even computer society publications, that is Australian Computer Society, IEEE, CSI, British Computer Society. Anywhere and everywhere you can go and see some good journals. Occasionally I would welcome some references to a newspaper item, but newspaper items, technical, that is in the area of business analysis, are not always, you know not always researched the way academic journals are. So we have to bring a balance between the two. Heaps of website, of course, but not, preferably not the ones that are not research type or not validated. For example, you can go to Wikipedia, but I don't want you to reference wiki in your report, because it may or may not be authenticated. It gives you ideas but not authenticated. And finally, you should be able to write good, clear, grammatically correct, well punctuated English. Don't do a auto check, because it will mess up your words, but do present well, because it makes your report readable, and it has tremendous value when you try to replicate this assignment in actual real life. So that's it for assignment 1. Good luck. Remember everything that I have mentioned here, and make use of the comments passed by your friends as well. Good luck with assignment 1. Take care. Bye bye.